Send.
Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way, where we are going to glaze Manchester City. Guardiola, Doku, Pep, Haaland, Foden. We can go through them. But before we do, let's say some hellos. Let's say good evening, 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. Come and give us your thoughts on the game tonight. Foden, Haaland, Doku all stood out. Smash those likes. Road to 8K. Yes, give those likes a big smash. Really helps. What a win with City, but I don't know why Antonio substitute. Well, it's tactics, mate. Tactics. Mingy Wong, good evening, mate. How are you? Good evening, Connor. Good evening, Mingy Wong again. Harry and Alan are backstage. They'll be on in 1 minute. Yes and all. We'll be used only tonight. Let's get them likes up because spread the word about the channel. Big up, Harry, for that. I liked it when the City fans were clapping KDB when he came off and Napoli were down to 10 men. Dash, good evening, mate. Hope you're well, you Doku hater. Yes, big up. If you do need to speak to someone, we're always here. Always remember that. Never suffer in silence. Foden again in the 8 role, cooking, and I've been screwing for 7 years. I was put into position. Finally, Pep has listened. Yeah, make sure you send hello to each other as well. Chroma Base, big up. Sam, big up, mate. Dash, 78 messages on Doku because you're a hater, mate. Keely, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Cushion off Glaze. We'll have to do a bit of that as well. Good win, and we're going to win 1-0 on Sunday. Dash, remember when people said this new Plan B system wouldn't work? Well, we've got someone backstage who said we're going to finish 5th in the league. And we haven't got a Plan B, and Doku shit, and Kushinov shit, and he's going to eat some humble pie. Good evening, Harry. How the devil are you? Good.
All right.
I think we can. And here he comes, Mr. Negative. We're going to finish 5th. Doku shit, Kushinov shit, Pep shit, Will shit.
We're going down. We're going to get relegated.
Donnarumma shit. Donnarumma shit. Donnarumma.
I'm going to call him Gigi. I can't use that name. Hate it.
Well, little one.
Donnarumma, baby.
But Manchester City always do a little special in the old, the food parts. They always have a special each match game. You know what the special was tonight?
Go on.
It was a doner kebab.
Doner rumor, baby.
Don't use that name. I mean, or you'll get abused.
This is going to be a fun, good at 2 hours.
Doner rumor.
You can see it in Alan's face. He's not happy.
He's not happy, Bunny, is he? He's not happy, Bunny.
I'm happy we won. You know, I was treating this like a test tonight, but as soon as they went down to 10 men, the contest was pretty much over, especially when we scored the first one. Good. It was good to obviously see Kev and the applause he got.
It was good to see Kev for 20 minutes. Hi, mate. See ya.
Nice little cameo.
I know. So, you know, but it was a pretty comfortable win to be honest with you.
It was. Hey, the big news is Pep won't change. Pep won't change. Pep ain't got no plan B. Well, Pep.
He hasn't. It was a passathon. It was a passathon.
All right.
Plan B, plan C. He's a stubborn old guy.
Stubborn old guy,
yeah. I had a debate during the game with Martin. He reckons their keeper in the first half, not the second, in the first half, made a load of good saves. And I went, hang on, he's only made one.
Well,
that was a good one.
Oh, no, whoa. I said he made 2 good saves. And he did.
I thought it was 4.
In the first half.
He was really good at them.
Yeah, in the first half. He did make 2 very good saves. One was from his own defender, and the other one was from O'Reilly's header. Were they not good saves?
Well, from his defender went straight to him.
And the Reinders one.
Let me kick a ball at you about 30 miles an hour, 5 yards out. Let me see if your reflexes get down. You're in hospital if that's happening with you, mate. You know, you wouldn't give a door a bang, you, would you? Wouldn't give a door a bang. Wouldn't give a door a bang, you. Oh, no. Something else I've got to go. I've got shit tons of receipts tonight. Lovely view, Alan, of Holgard. Very lovely view. I hope your mum and dad are doing well, mate. But Alan, by the way, good evening, Elliot. I hope you're all right, mate. Alan, we need to have a chat because
about what?
You told me someone was finished. About 3 months ago, you said he's finished. Cole Palmer's passed him. He's not coming back. He's done. He's finished. He can't pass water.
Who's that?
The fisherman. Get your fucking rods out, man.
Get your rods out. He's catching salmon at the minute. He's catching big old salmons.
I'm going on there this afternoon for fishing.
Hey, Al, where's some speed? Hey, I've noticed all that. There's no speedboats around there, man.
I know, there's not.
He's back. He's playing football nowadays, man.
We've got a speedboat with 3 drivers. We've got Phil Foden, who's like...
Up 3 drivers, man. He's got all fucking full bus on. He's got all full bus on board, innit?
Fucking hell. We're all on Monaco way then. Monaco Grand Prix.
Hey, we've got a backline.
Don't take him round them ends, Harry. Don't take him round them ends, man. He'll end up back on board.
Anyway, right, go on, Harry. Tell us what your thoughts are. I mean, no changes in the lineup, mate. No changes in the lineup. That's a big thing for me.
The lineup's the lineup, mate. It's what they do on the pitch. Like, obviously, Jeremy Doku, outstanding. He has these games where he plays mega and then he disappears for the rest of the season. But if he could keep up that consistency, that is generational talent right there. And I'm not saying the word generational talent. Like, he just needs to find the consistency, that rhythm. Because I mean, that goal, that was elite. That's a world-class finish. The skill to get through the defenders and then the time finish. You don't see that anywhere else. Like, unless your name's like, let's say, Neymar, Gareth Bale, Ronaldo even. You can say who you want, and that's coming from Jeremy Doku doing that finish. As for Foden as well, he looks comfortable. He looked like the Foden that won the Player of the Season a couple of years back.
Do you know what I thought?
Obviously, that little flick to Haaland and Haaland's header.
Brilliant.
Magic. Go on.
I thought the first goal was tremendous, especially the setup for Haaland. I missed the second goal because I was having a dump.
Exactly.
Oh, he missed the second goal.
I was having a dump, so I missed the second goal. So I've not watched the replay yet.
Alan, mate, you'd love that second goal.
Was it? Yeah.
No spoilers.
There we go. Yeah.
You're in for a treat, though, mate. I'll give you that.
I'll take it. 2-0 win, 3 points. It could have been a very tricky game.
You're saying it like we're straight told.
Hang on, let me say my fear. I'll take a 2-0 win, 3 points against a tricky side. But it would have been a tricky test if it had been 11 against 11. But as soon as he got someone sent off, it was over. Yeah. But overall, I'm happy. Big game Sunday now.
Right, we'll come to Sunday when we get to Sunday. Hang on. Well, on the Sunday.
All right, then. I was going to add on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, let's do Sunday when we get to Sunday. I don't want to, because I know I've already heard it tonight in shows and spaces coming back. Well, Sunday's the big test. Like, they're like, we haven't been shitting it for the past 2 games, against these lot.
More like the last 2 years against everyone.
Well, yeah. Elliot, what did you think of the lineup? Because everyone was calling for the old rest tonight, weren't they?
Yeah. Yes, I still would have rested people. To be honest, I still stand by what I said. But
well, you can't text me during the game. Get him off. Yeah,
because well, I think we went down to 10 men. I thought decent idea to get people off in it. Like, we got Arsenal on Sunday. It's not going to be an easy game, so I was saying it more for that more than anything else. And I thought it was decent, man. I'm not on the board about Bernardo on the right wing, but
I thought he was decent tonight. That was better.
Yeah, I mean going forward. I mean going forward. Though.
Yeah.
It's just I'd rather see Savino left or Duck right, or obviously Oscar Bob on the right, or Cherky. I don't know, man, but yeah, decent. I mean, with the performance we had on Sunday, we were never gonna moan about it, was we? Well, we were, but
yeah. Big up Tom, by the way, for the 4.99. Evening all, smash those likes. Good to see Alan Briggs here, Owen Martin. And Elliot now. City excellent tonight.
Forget about me, man.
He didn't know you weren't on when he sent it, mate. Savor it, Blues. And by the way, Tony's now doing Instagram, so if you want to go and follow City Tone on Instagram, does some lovely, very short, 10-15 minutes maximum, but they're really, really good. Go and show Tone a lot of love, which I know you all will. Big up. Go on, Briggsy. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, what I was going to say was, do you know when you said you thought Bernardo was okay, good? Like, he actually was. He wanted to try and get involved, obviously. Elliot's right as well. Creative-wise, he's not the best, but he does want to get involved with the play. He does want the ball. At least he offers that, obviously. People who go to the games like us three, no offence, Alan, but we actually see his movements. We actually see where he's going.
Shut up, Mark.
Yeah, fucking armchair fan.
Yeah, I think the thing is an old
I've got no choice.
I think the thing is as well, Briggs there.
I've got no choice now.
Alan, I tell you what we'll do. We'll fly you over.
I think the thing is as well. I think the thing is as well.
We'll fly you over for
I think he's in the squad. Big cushion of it, really. I think that's another big part of it, to be honest. There's no coincidence he's playing right wing and he's got Kushinov behind him. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I saw Kushinov tonight doing something I didn't think he could do.
Well, he needs a shout out. He needs a shout out, to be honest, Kushinov, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think he could actually bomb forward and put the balls in. Now, I get it. Napoli weren't exactly flying forward at any point in the game. It was a typical Antonio Conte defensive.
He had the choices, to be fair, Martin.
He had to.
No, he didn't. Well, he did, but I think he'd have done that. I think that was because I'll be honest, before they went to 10 men, they weren't exactly flooding us coming forward and having a go.
Well, that's how he won league titles, mate, doing that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
You get what you get with an Antonio Conte team. He just parks the bus, and like Alan just said there, that's how he wins the league. Like when he won the Premier League, he literally he's physical. and his teams are just like defensive. Like, what was our problem over the last couple of seasons? Trying to break teams down. We can't do that, and that's what you got tonight. Typical Serie A defensive setup.
Yeah, no, very good point. Good evening, Patrico. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm all right. Just battling a little bit of man flu, but I thought I've got enough in the tank to come on the show. So
You have more man flu than
Can you
anyone.
tell me about it, Pat? Tell me about it, man.
Have you got it as well?
Fucking, I think I got lured from fucking.
By the way, I'm
Sarah.
going to say it.
you
I'll
can't
get
be
it
a
out
man
in the
without
open.
having man flu.
Briggs, you know this. Me and Elliot were talking about this all the time. I'm going to say it. The atmosphere was absolute pants.
There was no singing. The crowd weren't singing apart from Kevin De Bruyne. That's all
It always
singing.
is when you've got an away section that's vocal. Whenever there's a European away
All they
section
did
that's
was
vocal.
bounce up and down. They just bounced.
No, mate. Did you
They
see
were a
them
lot
Napoli
louder than
fans?
you lot.
Did you see them Napoli fans? They had that guy leading it. Like, I actually shouted, "You're a shit Italian dancer."
By the way, someone needs to tell them to turn their bloody flags the right way around. They were all upside down.
Yeah, it were
It
poor.
was-
It were
it was
poor. It were
backwards.
poor. It were poor, to be fair. And if I'm honest, I think it's one of them as well where it don't really sort of. What's the word I'm trying to use here? It's probably not going to sort of get better, I don't think, with the fixtures what we've got coming up. Because I think that was probably one of the most important fixtures, to be honest.
Yeah, and we've got
Oh,
yeah.
it's
It
match
would
day
have been,
one.
I tell you what, Elliot.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
It was 11 against 11. It would have been a real test.
No, I'm on about the atmosphere, Al. I'm on about the atmosphere, mate.
Oh, the
Well, the
atmosphere
atmosphere
was
was
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Hang on, whoa! By the way, big up the LB Raiders. Big up LB for the red, mate. The legend. Are you taking the piss, Cade?
And it was the Etihad as well.
I'd play the same lineup on Sunday, but Bob instead of Docker. Cade, seriously, mate. What? Where's that come from?
Dave, mate, what did you drink in the town, like? Are you drunk?
Shit.
Are you actually drunk, kid?
You can't drop
See you
Docker
later, I'm
after
going.
that.
See you later, lads. I'm going.
Oh no, he's changed it to Bob instead of Bernardo now.
Oh my god. Flip flop.
Martin, I've got to go and give my dad a hand, so I'm going to.
Yeah,
I'll
you go and
see
sort
later.
your family, mate. I know you've got to sort. Big up, mate, and I'll see
Right,
you
Al.
weekend.
All right,
See you
Al.
later.
See you, mate.
See you later, Al.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to start as we're going through. I have to mention this guy, and I'm sorry. I know everyone's going to go mad. He's my favourite player, but Phil Foden, the guy. I mean, you're talking about the sending off. That sending off does not happen if Phil Foden does not play that ball through.
Mm-hmm.
It's iron
You know what I just said
needles.
2 minutes ago? That's what I said 2 minutes ago. He looked like the 23, 24 guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if you listen to the quotes afterwards, it's all about. And I know I get accused of pushing this a lot. I know I do. And yes, I have. Elliot knows. Phil Foden is my guy. He's my favourite player. I love the guy. Donnarumma is starting to become a bit of a second choice. I'm down with a balding man with a scar on his face. You know, I'm down with that at the minute. You know,
And a shirt 3 sizes too big.
He got on his knees. He got on his knees at the derby, and Martin fell in love. Pause. But anyway, no. I mean, Pep said it. He talks about. It wasn't even about his ability. He talked about after the game. Listen to him. It was all about him being happy, enjoying, and smiling, and feeling appreciated again. And I think we always say about players. I think Phil is just one of them human beings. Needs a bit of love shown to him. Needs a bit of love. I know some humans need a bit of cruelty, and not cruelty, a bit of a tough love.
TLB.
Tough love. And others just need an arm around your shoulder. But that's where the management comes in.
Yeah, the problem is as well, though, Martin, he's got no middle ground. Like, he's either fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, he's having a great
like he is, or he's got like that's the thing. It's like I think he's very much like KDB in that way, where you either watch him and you're like, fucking hell, wow. Obviously, I know KDB could like produce
or in game,
magic out of
Elliot. He
nothing.
can be shit until he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's not. There's no in between. Whereas like look at people like Gundogan, I think they sort of just stayed pretty consistent throughout the actual footballing career.
And that play that led up to the red card as well too, isn't that sort of what we saw with KDB linking up with Haaland the treble season as well? Long ball, play it back, see who's there, and then get it, and then get it back to the midfielder and straight back to Haaland again with pace.
Yeah.
It's the shit you work on in training, and obviously that's led to the red card. It's a goal scoring opportunity. I mean, if you've watched the highlights back, unless you've watched it on the TV, where was the actual contact for the ball? It looked like he deliberately wanted to go for the shin because he knew that there was a threat on goal there for us.
I mean, it was so clear that it was a foul, but like to me, it just looked like UEFA were looking for any excuse to not give it, basically.
I don't know how we did because I mean it was at the other end of the ground from us. So
You the family one,
you know the Haaland header. I thought that had hit the bar. I didn't realise it hit the top of the net. I thought it hit the bar because
they both hit the top of the net. The Randers one did as well.
Yes,
when he flicks out from Foden.
I mean, I will. I disagree with that, Sue. But I don't think we did huff and puff.
The problem is his biggest issue is this is where it's a problem. I think is when we have the ball. I think when we move it quick, we're like, I don't think teams can even deal with us even now going through a transit like a transition sort of season. But I think the issue is it's when we play it slow, it suits so many teams because they can get back into shape.
Yeah.
And I think when we move it quick, probably a bit like Sunday, to be fair, though we didn't have obviously nowhere near the same amount of the ball. I feel like when we had the ball, we moved it quick, so it killed them.
Yeah.
Or Elliot, I'd say the tempo, the change of tempo in the final third is really sort of,
yeah.
And we're doing that again. We did that against United as well too. It's just really sort of, it's completely. I think it's catching a lot of teams that may have assumed that old habits die young with the way we played last season, and I think it's catching a lot of teams flat-footed. Well, I mean, a small sample size, just United and Napoli at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of the long ball.
It does feel like when we get it right, we're catching teams flat-footed, and
Well, I'm a fan of the long ball. Before they even have a
chance to sort of regroup defensively, we're in behind them. We're in behind them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a plays and
to be fair, Pat, I agree, mate. People don't know like this, but I'm a fan of going long with Donnarumma. I don't think we need to play short so much because what you do, I think what happens is the teams know as soon as you pass it out to Diaz, Guardiola, Ake, whoever it may be, Stones, they know what's going to happen. We're probably going to knock it around.
I think playing out the back, that ship sailed from when we started losing Edison before. Yeah.
We've got to talk about Donnarumma's little chip over the top.
But he can't pass it. He can't pass it, though.
He can't pass it, but he's chipping balls out from the back.
We're entering a new era now, aren't we? Like Patrick just said there, we're not going to see the passing from the back no more because that was an Edison technique. Now Donnarumma, like I say, he likes to launch the ball, and that's what we're going to have to adapt. But again, this can't be Donnarumma. We've got to do it as a group.
I think it's the whole one, as Andy says, different keys, different locks, different keys. And there'll be some games where you probably play a Burnley, and you probably can pass it a bit more than going sort of long ball a little bit. For me, I think the way we played against United now a little bit tonight, I did think we went back to some passing tempo. I think that helped with the 10 men and how Napoli set up once the 10 men happened. I haven't got a problem with going to the Emirates on Sunday. I know we're going to talk about that later, but we will talk about Arsenal at the end. I haven't got a problem going to Arsenal and doing that either. I really don't, because I think Arsenal, I always go back to 2 years ago in the treble year when we won at Arsenal, and we had 33% possession.
We went long at home as well, Martin.
We lulled them into a false sense of security. In a way.
We did it at home as well when Haaland flicked it up to KDB.
Yeah,
that was.
I think there's a time and a place for it. But the one thing I have noticed, Pep said said it tonight. Erling Haaland looks better than last because this system is. But we kept saying it. How do we get the big man more involved? Elliot, how many private chats have we had during the games where we've said he's a statue, he's not moving, we're not getting the ball to him?
Yeah, not using him. Right.
The guy's got the pace to burn. He's so deceptively quick. Everyone thinks he's slow because he's 6 foot odd, and they think he's a big brute. The guy's quick as anything. Look at that ball. You watch that ball from Foden tonight on the sending off. Haaland's 5 yards behind the defender.
Yeah, but you got to give Haaland credit as well, though, Mike, because his body language has been better as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
I
of
think
course
last
it
year,
has.
and I think
don't
Foden.
get me wrong too. It's not.
About.
It's not necessarily the
Exactly,
pace.
Harry,
It's
exactly.
not the pace of Haaland. It's the fact that he covers ground because he's got such a massive stride.
Deceptively so.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to be quick with his legs because he covers ground in less steps than anybody else.
But you know, the other thing with Haaland is he's not jogging. Like Elliot just said there with the body language, he's not whinging, throwing his arms in the air. He's doing more sprints now. Now, it doesn't have to be 100% sprints. It just has to be better than jogging. So let's say 70% tempo in them sprints. And that's what he's trying to do. There's one way to this: execution. We're all playing together. We're not just playing to one person's strengths and excluding the other 10. Whether that be the goalkeeper.
It's about body language as well, Harry. It's about body language as
again.
well, bro. It's about body language as well, because when players look around and they're not moving and they're not looking like they're as bothered, it rubs off. It does rub off. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you look around and someone's not moving or they're just jogging. You're like, you know what I mean? It's
just switching to Ethernet.
It's yeah. So, but I agree with a comment, by the way, in the chat. I don't know who put it in about Donnarumma, best signing since Haaland. People might want to come and disagree with me on that, but I stand by it. I think.
I think Kushnov's starting to get.
Donnarumma's made a fucking so much difference. I mean, when you watch him, I don't know. I'm not being funny either, but I don't know if obviously when people watch him on the actual TV, if they can see how much actually demands. I'd say demands of the defense, like just little things like I think it was about 6th, 7th minute in. Someone had the ball back and he like sort of like clapped it before I even picked it up, and I'm like, yeah, he's giving like a lot of people a lot of confidence here, man. You can just see it. I think, to be honest, I don't know whether you noticed that, Martin or Briggsy.
I'm gonna jump you on that one. I know it's only been 2 games in, and I know he's a big presence. Like, he's a character and he's a different style of player for the team, but it's only still 2 games. I want to see it over a long period. I just don't want to see the novelty wear off.
Yeah, but what I said, Briggs, is he's been 2 games, but look at the difference and look at the way that the players are reacting to him. That's what I'd say. Look at his press conference, the way he comes out, the way he speaks. I don't think people really understand, but I think it's going to happen. I think he'll be one of his captains, to be honest. I think he'll be included into the captain's thing.
In the leadership group.
Yeah.
I need to. A couple of people have said this, Pardo. By the way, good evening, Keller. Pardo, couple of people have mentioned to me about Foden's.
Yeah, it ran CBS as well. They were one on CBS as well.
At the end, because believe it or not, I stayed till the end.
I haven't listened yet.
I did give him a little applause to KDB because I noticed all the players were trying to push Kevin to the fans.
Yeah, that's right too.
He was trying to get to the Napoli fans. Everyone was trying to push him into the City fans, and it was because Diaz was like, "Get over there." It was just funny.
But that's what we asked for last night. That's what we asked for. We just said, forget Kevin De Bruyne for 90 minutes. Give him his appreciation. Give him his flowers.
Well, you said something, didn't you? You text me and you went, he don't look right. He looked very sheepish. Big up Tone.
Looked like he didn't want to play, to be fair, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he looked very sheepish coming into that game tonight.
I think it's weird, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? It's like 10 years.
Emotional.
It's not like it's 2-3 years. Do you know what I mean? It's been like decades, so I think obviously it's obviously going to make a difference.
That's a good point.
Listen, I'm not doing this. He's baptized and he's got a YouTube channel.
That's a really good point, though.
No, where I think it has, I think this is paid. We normally banter you, but I'm going to give you your flowers here, mate. I think Pep Linders has a lot to do with Docker at the minute.
Yep.
Yeah, look at
Did
Manny.
you see Pep's reaction to that
Liverpool.
second goal? He didn't just hug him. He was trying to leap into his arms.
See, I didn't see any of that. I was too busy trying to get atmosphere.
You watch a replay back again, Mark. You'll see it. He literally tries to almost leap into his arms. It was. Can I just say though, the build up to that goal? You talk about Donnarumma's long passes and things like that to set up the first goal. Can we talk about Kuzanov's near Rory Delap-esque throw in to get the ball out to Nico O'Reilly, which
No,
basically started that play.
That means we've got to start being bloody Arsenal if we're doing Rory.
And the tempo of that throw in. It wasn't a slow one, it was a quick one. Let's get on with it.
Yeah.
I did try and get
coach. Is there going to be a mural outside the metro?
I asked Judge Mo to get Mo Salah done because he was at the game tonight. He was at the game tonight, and I know what he was thinking of it. Did you message him?
He was talking a bunch of crap to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the atmosphere's like." I had the game on mute. I don't know what it was like. Maybe you could.
Yeah, it was not good. Do you know what? I'm being honest. Champions League, you know this, Briggsy and Elliot. Champions League nights don't really get up unless you're Real Madrid and you Bayern Munich. It tends to be a bit of a big up better. It tends to be a bit of a lull.
You see, one thing I'm going to say to this though, it didn't help how we played the derby the other day and everybody was buzzing. Like 1894 quoted about the North Stand, how electric that was, and you was there, Martin. And then, like say, you go to a Thursday night game of all days, and obviously tickets still available in the ground. It didn't help.
Hang on, Pep injured Rodri again. Not injured.
What?
He's not injured,
no.
He's not.
He played that as well as he could have.
He's playing Rodri as a 60-minute man right now. Yeah.
How's he injured? What who's told you he's injured?
Yeah, he just.
Any quotes on City Extra?
He just came off normally.
No, he's absolutely fine. Oh, Tone, never apologise for the plug, mate. Plug away. Kelly, obviously you did a watch.
Hey, big up, Tone.
Over on True City, man. What did you think of the game? Because I know you were glazing Phil Foden because I was like, I had receipts.
Oh yeah, we were.
I was messaging everyone.
We are a pro. We were glazing Foden. We were glazing Delku. We were glazing Tijani Reinders. I thought he had a good game. First half for me was a little frustrating, but only because we didn't score. I thought we did everything else. We created a ton of chances. I'll give credit to their keeper. He made a bunch of really good saves. I'd never seen that keeper before, so I didn't know if he was good or not. But he had.
Well, I got confused between him and the midfielder. I thought when they said Milinkovic-Savic, does anyone remember the midfielder that we were with?
Yeah, he was at Lazio. I think he went to Saudi.
Yeah. I thought he's not a keeper.
Yeah, I know.
It's his brother.
Yeah, I know. Also, we were definitely glazing Joško Vardiol because Joško. I think he's made a big difference in this back line coming into it.
I think Joško, Foden, and Rodri being back. And my thing is, I know everyone wanted a thingy lineup.
I totally agree.
For me, I think getting him 60 minutes in, get minutes in the legs, get him off. I think that's good. I don't see as long as you're not playing him for 90 minutes. Because at some point, because next week, by the way, Rodri's going to get the week off. He won't play Huddersfield away. So he's got the whole midweek to rest out.
He may not even play Burnley.
I'd give him fitness in one of those games, but probably not. I'd give him Huddersfield off and then play him Burnley for like.
You know why I don't think Pep's going to do
that game.
Tonight. He wants consistency.
Does he not need minutes though?
Okay.
Who?
Rodri.
Against Huddersfield?
No, I didn't say that. I mean, does he not need minutes though? Yeah.
In a general sense.
I want to see Divine Mikasa against Huddersfield.
My opinion on Nico J.
He's like the Rodri situation.
He just did what he needed to do. I just think he did the job.
You see, with the Rodri situation,
whatever.
What it is what with Rodri you could do is just manage them minutes. So 60 minutes here and there, and if we're cruising in a game, then you can just take him off. Say you've got your match sharpness out of this game. Let's talk about the next game in training.
Yep.
It's just about managing.
Got to say, we've not lost a game since I've won this. This is now becoming my good luck charm. But
all right, well, can I have my Melbourne City shirt back then?
No, because I was about to say on away games I'm wearing the Melbourne City, so I'm going to try it.
Okay. Well, I'll send you my address then.
No, I'm going to try it on Wednesday.
Got the postage? Oof.
Well, actually, I'm at Bolton on Tuesday, then I'm at Huddersfield on Wednesday.
Oh,
just a quick reminder, guys.
Sounds like fun.
If anyone's in the chat,
just make sure you're wearing a
you
jacket
can still get your
underneath.
Bolton tickets.
Yeah, £10 an adult, £5 a child.
Go to the Bolton
and like
website.
I said, if you can't afford Europeans away, and Monaco away is not cheap. You know, Briggsy knows that he's going out there.
Well, I mean, it all comes down to the fact that you have to, if you want to go out drinking on that away day, you have to drink in France and then take your passport to get into Monaco.
Look at Canadian.
Yeah, don't forget your passport.
Isn't the border like literally at one end of the stadium or something?
Yes.
Wait, I don't think you need a passport. Because I've been to Monaco and I didn't need a passport.
Yeah. The other crazy one was Harry. Briggsy, I don't know if you did it, mate, but I went to Basel away back in 2018, and that was crazy because in one day we had beers for lunch in Switzerland. We had breakfast beers in Switzerland. They were about €25 each. I was like, this is too expensive. Took the tram up to the Three Nations Bridge. Went to Germany where the same beers were €10, and then went back into Switzerland, and then went to France for dinner. Like just something.
It is confusing, isn't it?
Sorry. Super Sir. I won't say because I know you personally. I'll have a chat with you after this because we need to catch up, mate. Am I missing something with Doku? He was absolute garbage. Kept passing backwards instead of early. Are you and Alan like best mates on this?
And Dash.
I'll say True City fan has been giving me a bunch of crap about Doku.
He wasn't garbage.
So he's part of that ministry of darkness with Alan. He's part of that ministry of darkness with Alan, Nitin Patel, Amar.
No, do you know what?
Who are the other 100% negatives?
Me and Elliot have been very critical of Doku. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm not one of these who denies that. But I've always said I've got to see it. Now, in 2 games, I've seen it. I have seen it. And I've seen I have seen a maturity in his game. Now, it's only 2 games. I totally agree. He's now got to do it. But what I like from him at the minute, he's now making the right choices. When he wasn't making the right choice, he was being indirect when he needed to be direct, and he was being direct when he had to slow it down. He's now making the right choices for me. Like that goal. Yeah, that goal, he was superb. Oh yeah, the light show. I don't think light shows are helping atmospheres.
Can I just add something on that Doku point of Martin? Do you know when Company did that like tribute message to him, and he said you don't have to be the skillful Neymar, you just got to do the simple bits, and it'll all come together.
Yeah,
that is what he's getting back to, just doing the basics. Sound like Fabian Delph there, but
Fabian Delph, yeah,
you just got to go back to square one, like what you do in grassroots football, and the rest will come together like it did tonight. And it doesn't get much bigger.
That's facts about Yashko.
Shame about Rodri or True. What's this shame about? What is something going round about?
I can't check the extra. I'm on my phone.
Somebody said Rodri's injured or something. Have I missed something?
Someone in the chat did, but we have no corroboration from any source. Unless somebody can check.
He's not injured, is he, Elliot? You've not heard out, and I've not heard out.
I've not looked on TNT or Twitter.
I was worried he would get injured. I'll admit it. I was a little negative worried about that.
Hang on. Can I just say, are we sure he's not just tired
today, though? Roger looked good.
Yeah, but Kelster.
Yeah, he might just be tired. That's the point.
And tired.
The one thing I will.
I didn't believe. No, someone in the chat said injured. I don't believe it though. I would need some corroboration from somebody. I don't believe it. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think he's probably just tired.
Yeah, he's a 60-minute man at the moment. Just that's all we can do with him right now.
Jeremy Doku, by the way, this is for you, Superstar. Completed the most dribbles, was the most foul player, and won the most duels. Rodri made the most tackles and won the most duels. Kushinov was the most accurate passer in City's 2-0 win, completing 99% of his 79 attempted passes. And Phil Foden was given the man of the match.
Well earned. He was great.
Can't argue with that.
And we made Judge Mo eat some, you know what, on the football terrace.
Oh no, Mo
Saying.
was messing with me too. Only way you get is exactly that's my point with this, Mad Hatter. Spot on. I'm not saying there's this belief of you have to play them. There's a difference between playing them for 60 minutes and playing them for 95 minutes. Today, the one thing Pep has been criticised a lot for is not using substitutions correctly. I thought he was spot on with them all today. He got Rodri off in 60 minutes. He got Doku off after the goal. And you know, he made like, I've never seen us make as many subs as what we're doing at the moment.
What,
he made 4? Was it 4 or 5?
No, but he made 5. He made all 5. Yeah. He brought
It was 5, yeah, you're right.
Together. I mean, there's one I do want to talk about. Tijani Reinders.
Lewis.
Tijani Reinders. Well, where's everyone at with Tijani? Because I thought he was better tonight.
Yeah, he looked a lot
better.
better.
I think this game was better suited for him, Martin.
A little bit slower.
Controlled.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he can
Champions
carry
League a little bit better
national
suited.
game.
Yeah.
But again, did Napoli play to his strengths? Because obviously, with them camping behind the box, like he had a bit more control of the ball, and he could find his runners, he could find his wingers out wide, so it all played into his hands.
Yeah. Speak sat there, I'm sick, hence why I'm grumpy. That explains a lot then, mate. I'll speak to you Saturday then. No worries, mate. You get better soon. Super City, this vision of Doku, like, yeah, I just listen. I totally agree. Doku needs to show consistency, but what we've got to do is when he plays well, you've got to give him his flowers. I know this is crazy, but back in the team is allowed. I was listening to something coming home, and people were, well, it was only Napoli, it was only. If I go into another show and someone comes back to me with, it's only this and it's only that, we're never going to give the team any kind of credit because we're just going to put this only tag at the beginning of it. People think this is crazy, but I got nervous when they went to 10 men because of who their manager was. He's a stubborn little sod, and he knows how to play 10 men and park the bus up. And
Conte knows how to play against English teams. God's sake, he won a Premier League. So
Conte's won titles with that way. The back line, I just think no point to I thought Kushner. I think Diaz is suddenly just become Diaz again because he's not being asked to do anything flary. He's not being asked to. There was a little drop of the shoulder tonight. Was the most flary he got, but he was very, very good. O'Reilly, I've got to give him credit because I think he's starting to come into his own. Pep said he can play 3 or 4 positions. Kushinov, I just think is excellent. And that's why I said, once this guy's in the team, you ain't going to get this guy out the team. It's just about, do you know what it is? I'm going to come back to a word that everyone hates me saying. Patience. That's all it ever was with certain players. Let them bed in, let them settle, then you'll see. And I'm sorry, Nunes and Rico are now sat on the bench for a long time. And they have to deal with that now.
I'll tell you what it is with Kushinov. Look at him on Sunday. He was aggressive. He was shouting. He was fired up. Like, it's baby steps. Bet him into the team, like you said, and then it'll come out of him. Like, he wanted to fight on Sunday, and he wanted it tonight. What if on Sunday, like, he bullies the opposition?
You can't say I can play more dribbles down my chin. Stop. You can't do that. You're being a hater now. It is what it is. I mean, it tells you something. I think
the Rodri thing was a fugazi, yeah.
Right, let's talk about the 50 man. 50 not out. He got there tonight. He broke the record. By the way, he scored an header. I know that's crazy, but he scored a header. Anyone want to talk about Erling
Yeah,
Haaland?
great goal. All I'm saying, and the striker is the goal in his entire career because that guy ain't better than my striker. Haaland is cooking, man. Let's hope it carries on into Sunday, and let's just keep going, man. I'm fired up for Haaland. Another awesome game from him.
Pat, Erling Haaland loves Champions League nights, doesn't he? Good evening, guys.
He does. Yeah, he certainly does. Well on his way to breaking even more records, the longer, he keeps this up. It's safe to say no that he's definitely in the, annals of like top strikers in history, like your Ronaldo's, your Chris Woods. So, there's he's a very special player, and to do what he's been doing at such a young age, and to think that like there's probably another 10 years of this prime football from him basically. So to see more records being broken, it's just you want to try and acknowledge it and accept it and admire it for what it is, but for all we know, there could be another record he'll break next week. So yeah, congrats to him. 50 goals, more averaging more than a goal per game in Champions League, and yeah, he's well on his way to becoming one of the greatest that we've ever seen in European football.
You've just got to keep him grounded. You've got to keep him happy. You've got to feed him the ball, whether it's like in the air, whether it's on the low pass, and he'll execute what you give him. Like, he's not lazy. It's just...
we still haven't seen the best of him, Harry. We still haven't seen the best.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's about the composure from him. If he's not getting the ball, then we know what we're getting from him. He's not happy because he wants to fight for that. He wants to fight for that badge. But when he gets the ball, you get the best of him.
You know the last time Napoli lost a game?
21 games.
December the 8th, competitive game Lazio. You got beat 1-0.
So this is their first loss in the calendar year. Wow.
December. So I'm not hearing that was only Napoli. I'm not hearing this is only Napoli tonight. I'm not doing that.
Nah, big up the chat. Big up the panel, man. I know sometimes, we talk about what he doesn't do, but I can tell you what he's extremely good at, and that's putting the ball in the net. I think sometimes we overtake that for granted just because of the levels he's reached with us. And it's a scary thought of seeing if this isn't his best, if he gets better, what that looks like. I can tell you, man, I think it was a great idea putting him a part of leadership. I think you can tell that he's hungry to prove a lot of people wrong about City. And when this system that we're going to placates to Haaland, you don't give a guy $500K a week and tell him the ball. You get him the ball. And he's he produces. He's gonna keep on producing for us, and hopefully we can continue feeding him. And yeah, man, it's always great. Sometimes you just take greatness for granted, and he's a great player.
Yeah, can I just say, you're all moving like frog. Come on. 88 likes. There's 205 in. Come on. Smash those likes. Come on.
There's a new rule on the channel. Martin doesn't end the show until you get to 115. So
yeah. We'll
for God's sake, hit that like button. For the love of God.
This will turn into the space. No, I will. Yeah, 88 likes. Come on, let's get to 100. At very least 115 would be amazing. The simple fact is YouTube is being a bit shit with algorithm at the minute because it's not sending notifications out. It's taking ages to do everything. So your support really helps guide the channel and everything else. So it's free of charge. And it really does help. People know I'm doing this now as a job. So we want to grow. We want to do everything. Bennett, I'm so sorry to hear this, mate. If you need anything, please reach out. I can help. I know Alec Johnson is going through the same, and you know where I'm at with it. So if you want any advice, any help, any guidance, speak out to us, Bennett, and I will help, mate, as much as I can. Because I'm becoming a bit of an expert in the old Alzheimer's thing at the minute. Sadly. It wasn't somewhere I wanted to be an expert in, actually. I'd rather not know about it, but, needs must, dealing with two people with it. He scored a header from a nice... That ball from Foden was just Do you know the way I always view an assist? If that had come from David Silva, if that had come from KDB, there'd have been a whole big thing about it.
Have you guys already talked about Foden already?
Yeah, but if you want to watch Liverpool, mate, go.
Nah, man.
Leading single.
You know, a lot of people,
No,
you
no.
know, I think in this time that we're living in, people forget, you know, what people do for you in the past and just focus on the moment. But
Sorry,
this
1
guy
minute,
is a
Ed. Can you just run? I've got a phone call.
Yeah.
Can you just have it 1 minute?
Yeah, you're right, mate.
This guy is class, man. Just the touches and tight spaces. And I think, you know, we only saw this one season with him in the 10, and it was special. And people are like, can he produce it again? Is he finished? Is the injuries taking a toll on him? This is the Phil we all know and love. This is the Phil we saw in the academy. This is the Phil that personifies Man City. You know, and I think we all could tell the difference without him earlier on in the season when we were struggling a bit. And just give Foden the ball in the middle and watch him go to work, man. It's always great to see him, and you can't take him out the middle now. The 10 is his. I don't care who you bring in. I don't care about Cherky. I don't care about none of those players. Foden is our number 10 for years to come, and that's how it should be. The passes he did, man.
Agree, Ed. And I think what Phil's doing over these last two games is a combination of, I think he's found his form again. Also, too, I think, you know, as I said before you came on the show, is I was so impressed with the tempo of play we played, especially in the final third. I thought it was spectacular. You know, both those two goals were prime examples of that too. But I think it also helps when you've got a fully fit, you know, Foden, both match fit and fit up here. Goes a long way as well too. And I think also too, he's seen an opportunity now where it's like sooner or later, you know, Ryan Cherky's going to be back from injury. A few other players are going to start getting back to match fitness as well. So this is his opportunity to put Pep in, you know, a situation where he's going to have good problems ahead. So it's going to be tough for him to select certain midfielders, certain play, or drop certain players for certain games. So yeah, if he can find even just, you know, something close to the form that he had from 2 seasons back, we're going to be very difficult to stop for the rest of the season. So it's good to see that it's happening now. I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon with Phil, but whatever's happened, it seems like he's turned a new page and is ready to go, and he's always on the front foot and just ready to perform and Pat, try and get as many wins as we can.
You could kind of tell the Club World Cup because he was looking good there, right? And you're like, oh, he put up an injury. You're like, dang, we want to see that continue to start the season. But you know, just that pass he did, I know it did end up in a red card, but the pass he did outside of the foot to Haaland that just went beyond the defender. He couldn't get to it, and Haaland, it was right there for Haaland to run onto.
Yeah.
And yo, man, he's just a hell of a player, man. He's a hell of a player.
No, yeah. Do you know what it is? What the attacking midfield is like the most? Any guesses?
What was the question? Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I say a world-class striker. I say a striker that loves.
Well said. But they like the freedom. They like the roaming to play. They want to express themselves. And if you look at it, your KDBs, if you can give me some more, I'll give you one more. Deco. You could even say Ozil when he was at Real Madrid. The creative players, they like to roam. David Silva as well. If you give them like the license to roam and play the balls they want, let them make the channel runs they want, rather than restrict their movements, you get the best out of them. Like Foden in 23-4. He had that freedom. He had that chance to roam. He had that chance to play the balls he wanted and executed well. And that's what he did tonight. Now, if you restrict him, like let's say, shove him out on the wing, we know what Foden we're getting. Static, like restricted. But tonight, and in that season, he's got that license to say, I'm the creative midfielder. I can do what I want, and I'll put it on a plate for Erling Haaland.
Yeah. No, I agree, mate. And in a way, you could almost say when it's executed properly, it's almost like a well-run jazz band in a way too, because all the guys at the back, they're the ones that set the tempo, and the ones at the front are the ones who improvise and the ones that put the performances on. So, yeah, mate, Yeah, it is. It's so refreshing to see, and it makes to have it happen again so soon in the season. It kind of makes you feel like, God, it makes you feel like that magical season that Phil had was years ago. Just makes that just shows like when you lose form and that and you have a poor season, it doesn't feel like it's just 38 games in the league. It feels like it took forever for it to come back. But I'm so happy that it's come back so soon. Because as we know, it's like we're always a January team, basically, New Year team. But I think we've turned a new page from the form pre-international break, and I just feel like even if in the coming weeks we have some losses, I still feel like there'll still be so many more positives to come from it. Like we're at least things are going in the right direction right now, and there's a lot of things to feel really good about. I'm not saying we're there fully. We're not back yet.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, we're not back.
We're not at treble daddy. We're not at Martin's treble daddy status yet, so that's still a long way away.
Treble father.
Everything. Who's your daddy? It's moving in the right direction.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's all we ever asked for was: are there signs of Pep will change? Pep will adapt. Pep will have a plan B. Do these players still want it? Are they still hungry? That's all we asked for.
Yeah.
And we're getting it.
And while you're off camera, I just said in the next few weeks or maybe a month or two, there are going to be the occasional performance that's going to frustrate us. Even if it's an ugly win or it's just we're just not on it, against a mid-table team or something like that, and we're just not on it, we don't get a result. These things are going to happen. But what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a really good rebound from what we were playing pre-international break, and we're doing it now in some tricky fixtures. And I think the final test of this first hurdle that we've got is obviously Arsenal over the weekend. And I think even if we don't get 3 points in that, but we have a good performance, there's still a lot of things we can take from that and things that can sort of launch us into the rest of the season.
Yeah, and
do you know what? Make it worse though.
Yeah,
cheers. What'll make it worse is if we find that rhythm, that groove, like Phil Foden gets his consistency, his license back, teams are gonna try and figure us out, and all they'll do is park the bus game after game like they used to, and that'll make it difficult for us. So we've got to combat what's to come in the future if we get our freedom of expression back, where we're just gonna annihilate teams.
Well, today was a good sort of test of that because, I mean, not every team's going to have 10 men behind the ball. But the fact of the matter is that when they went a man down, they were forced to do that. So now that's basically put us in position where it's like, okay, well, we want to try and play more open, expensive attacking football. So we're not necessarily having to deal with these 2 banks of 5 all the time. Well, here we are. We're able to do that today by playing expensive, aggressive football and dealing with, playing, 10 men at the back. And I think, the sooner we learn to sort of combat that, and we've been able to do it, in what basically our 5th game of the season, it was set us in good stead for the rest of the season as well. And I'm glad to see it. So yeah, it's good.
Well, we've got to be level-headed with this. Like, I get it. Listen, I get what you mean because some are still there. We're in the top 5, and I get it because you want to see more than 2 games. But we're seeing the changes. I understand the nerves are still there. I understand people still have a little bit of PTSD. I understand all that.
Yeah.
But for this season, for me, and I know I get called happy clappy and everything else, we've got to just back. So if we go and get beat by Arsenal, we can't then go back to a meltdown and we're shit. Pep don't know what he's doing. We've got to, you look at it in the moment of the game. Let's analyse the game. I don't want to get beat at Arsenal and we go all the way back to last season or what went wrong. Let's look at it in the moment of the game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Martin. And to what Harry said earlier about freedom, man, there was a lot of critique about Foden, how he waits for the ball and people have to find him in those spaces. And it's great to see him go get the ball, demand the ball, have that arrogance on the pitch that when I get the ball, I'm going to do something with it. And we just got to back the team, man. We're going to have up and downs. This is a young team, and we got to just back them to get back to where we were. The fans.
I'm a lot more confident having Donnarumma, though, in the back 4 there, because right now, Donnarumma again was catching everything. crosses and corners. He was catching everything again. So I'm going to give Donnarumma the credit.
Yeah.
I think Donnarumma does have that level of.
I think he's changed the dynamic in terms of who's basically going to be not necessarily
Guys,
a
they
leader
call
at the
him
back,
a baby
but
Courtois.
just creating a different structure.
They call him a
obviously
baby
it's his
Courtois.
I
presence.
don't want to do that either, Ed. I don't want to start doing this baby Courtois and.
That's what Bernardo. That's what the teammate. That's what his teammates are
No,
calling
but I
him.
don't
Man.
like that either. Just let him be Donnarumma.
You can't be a baby Courtois. He's as tall. They're as tall as each other.
Come on,
I'm a
Ed.
big believer in let the players be the players. If we always do the comparisons, we'll never end.
You're not going to get another Kevin De Bruyne. You're not going to get another Edison. That's Donnarumma on his own, and that's Phil Foden. Or that's Ryan Cherky. They're not Kevin De Bruyne's replacement. They're not Edison's replacement.
You're in a wind-up here. You're in a wind-up here. Okay, you'll need an abacus for Sunday. Behave. You're in a wind-up here tonight. By the way, Super City has said, if I will find the comment. See, you changed it though, because you said by 3. A 1-0 win's a 1-0 win, mate. But yeah, I'll do you a deal, man. If we lose to us by 3 goals or more, I want a thumbnail saying, sorry, Super City. If we don't lose by 3+, I'll change my name to I Love Docker. Okay. That's fair.
Heavy.
Change your name to I Love Docker right now. Change it. I'm that confident. But anyway.
What, you changed your Treble Father already?
No. So I mean, I'm not at Treble Father yet. I'm not there yet. Just want to say.
He's already saying
the
yes.
biggest thing for tonight was it is game week 1, clean sheet. We got the win. We're in that. We were just under the top 8. But here's the thing: by the way, Tariq, at 1 p.m. when we're done, well, we'll be done before then. This will redirect you to straight to Shades of their Shades of Blue Network. It will send you straight to them. They've got a show at 1 a.m. Lit stream with Baz, John Hunt, and B Flem. It will send you straight to them at 1 a.m. So get over there, show them a lot of love, hit that subscribe button, and show them how much you love them. Because Tariq is a top guy. Chunk and all the guys get over there and show them all the love. MHF, thank you for the raid. Hussam and Mo, appreciate that. If you are new, smash those likes. Pat, anyone else you want to talk about tonight? Or Ed, or Harry, anyone in particular?
Anyone that stands out. It's just what I'm liking is that you're getting players that are standing out, and then the ones that don't stand out, they still at worst have an either average or above average game anyway.
But they're still learning. We're a brand new team.
Yeah. But everybody just seems to be moving in the right direction, or at least moving somewhere towards, playing positive football, being a bit more aggressive, and everything. I feel like just this last week or so, I felt like we needed those 2 losses to sort of really, give us a bit of a wake up call. And now that we're getting things right, there's not as many things. There's certainly a lot of the demons from last season have gone.
Yes,
he said it.
A lot of the demons. They're not all of them. Not all of them have been vanquished. Doku needs to get baptized more if that's going to happen. But anyway,
into gears by Christmas.
Yeah,
get into top gear by Christmas onwards.
Yeah,
we're only match day 4 and first day in the Champions League. Long way to go. Let's judge us by Christmas.
Cheers for the raid, mate. Appreciate that.
Martin, can you bring up? Shout out, Mo.
Mo Salah tonight. Is he upset full time? Let us know.
Martin, can you bring up Pep's quote about Doku in the middle, that tactical change that we see him do at Belgium? And it seems like that's where he thrives. Right off the edge of the box. He gets it. And I think I love that change.
Yeah, but we talked about, I will find it, I'll just bring it up. We did talk about that. Is Pep Linders having an effect into Doku?
Yeah, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing.
I think he's changed. I think he's changing his mindset on how he, because maybe I wonder if maybe having Linders there is changing.
Why is Erling Haaland video in the Etihad? What's that about?
Don't know.
What are you videoing it for, son?
He loves it, mate. He loves it. He loves it.
He's at the back of the South Stand videoing. What's he doing? Anyway, look at it. On this day, 15 years ago, a little bit of Tevez at Wigan. But yeah, I will find him. Pep on Nico Riley's a top player. Can play in 3 or 4 positions. His presence in set pieces, 1 against 1 with the ball. Really, really good. Arrives good in final positions. He's a player, hopefully, for many years. Phil Foden is a guy who needs to feel embraced, all aspect with his mates, with me, the club. When that happens, after Phil responds like the player that he is, we are so happy because I know at the moment he's happy, has joy, and his life is fine. The rest, his neck, he just talks about his well-being, which is lovely to see. Rodri asked to come versus Napoli, but also insists the midfielder is fine. So let's put to bed these silly rumours that he's injured. Pep Guardiola and Jeremy Doku, in small spaces, in 5 meters, he's unstoppable. Yep. He says, Mickey Richards got in trouble for something. Is that the quote you meant, Ed?
No, I think it's on City Report. He talks about him moving into the middle.
City Report. So you didn't tell me that.
The Michael Richards thing was something about. I think he was being too loud on CBS Golazo or something, and they told him in the tunnel to shush or be quiet or something.
Yeah, I'm
just while you're searching for that, I just want to say something about that keeper, that Savage. He was great. Savage. Yeah, he was great, but he's a prick.
I'll tag you in it, Martin. I'll tag you in it.
Yeah, tag me in it because I can't find it at the minute.
He was time wasting on his goal kicks, and anyone that's in here, that's in the South Stand, I hope you heard me tonight. I actually screamed at the top of my lungs when I said, "Hurry up," because he was taking the mick. That is dirty tactics from him.
I wouldn't worry Harry anyway. I wouldn't worry Harry anyway because we can't score off corners, so it's fine.
True, but he was a proper talent. He did nothing.
Oh dear.
Surely 1-1-5 verdict is going to be next international break. Surely.
Bernardo Silva. Where are you at with that? Because I've seen some mixed reports on Bernardo tonight. Some thought he did very well. Some thought he wasn't.
Standard.
He did all right. Yeah,
like we said, a
decent job. Yeah.
I thought he was better than what he was Sunday.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
In a more consistent.
Yeah. He's playing. He's doing the good work anonymously, and he's letting it's allowing other players to shine. It's allowing other players to shine.
335 of you in here and only 122 likes. Come on! Smash those likes. We should be at 150.
I am going to say it. I think we've
seen the best of
Bernardo, the peak.
Cheers, mate.
But Bernardo is still there to offer quality, but he's not going to be consistent week in, week out.
And here it is. Here's the quote. Jeremy Doku in that position, 1 against 1 against central defenders in the 5 meters. He's the fastest player. He's unstoppable. Maybe in the long distances, he suffers a lot from his genetic, but in small spaces, in the 1-2, how fast he is. Always I encourage him to go, to prove it, to take it. And he made an incredible finish in the end. So there you go. And I will say that does coincide with a little bit of, I know he's got, is it an dodgy ankle or ankle? He has issues with his ankles over long distances, apparently, reportedly. So I don't know if that's what Pep means when he says he does struggle over.
So maybe his pace is determined by his positioning as much as it is just flat outright trying to outrun somebody. So he's more like a short burst player. Yeah.
Yeah, like 100-meter sprinters, they can't do 4 to 800 or an half marathon.
Usain Bolt used to say like 200 was enough for me. He said the training for 400 is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're not able to.
And it's amazing because just that extra 200 meters can make a huge difference in terms of how you train as an athlete. It's remarkable. And maybe for him, it's one of those things where it's like he will be as quiet as he can with his legs during the game if it means it just gives him that opportunity, maybe a handful of times every game to run or to burn, his marker or man, or trying to get, play faster tempo or faster pace than anybody else on the pitch.
You're not
It's a
having
bit of
that.
everything.
Yeah.
As soon as his
Like-
ankle over distance shots, lads can't be asked tracking back.
His endurance.
You're not a Doku fan, are you, mate? You're just not a Doku fan. There we go. Savinho. Thought he was poor when he came on. I'm not
He was
gonna lie.
quiet.
Thought he was poor.
I'm enjoying seeing him on the left, but yeah, he's been a bit quiet at the moment.
Yeah, it's brilliant. He's on the left-hand side. But that game, I know with this, and I get the trouble is with Savinho right now is because Tottenham have put that price tag on his head. And remember, it was Tottenham who put that price on his head, 60, 70 mil. Are we now expecting a £70 million winger? And
I think also too, the first season's out of the way. Now you've got to start performing.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
That's
now, for me, I think he's coming back from injury.
But, yeah, sorry. I think the second season now, it's like now you've got to start performing. But then I think what happened with Tottenham has amplified that even more.
But do you think it's fair enough? That's only his second appearance of the whole season.
Yeah, I think people.
Totally understood. And I think we've said this, before the season started with all those rumors about him going to Tottenham, is that he probably knows that he has to come down the pecking order. He's got to work his way back into the team now. And the problem is, I think he's just come across Oscar Bob, who was playing relatively good despite the fact that, even with the losses, he was still playing relatively good. And now you've got Jeremy Doku, who just seems to have found another gear that we hadn't seen for the last 2 seasons. So it's not just he's down the pecking order because of what's been happening off the pitch, but what's been happening on the pitch with his counterparts, the ones that he competes for spots there, they just playing better football than him at the moment anyway. So he's got to keep working at that. Which is the most important thing Savio can do right now is not throw toys at the pram. And to be honest, I'm confident that he won't, because I think what happened with Tottenham and everything probably showed his character, because unlike other players, such as like a Johan Wissa or an Alexander Isak, he didn't throw his toys at the pram. He wanted the opportunity to go and play at Tottenham where he'd probably get more game time, but also understood the situation and what the club wanted the best out of him and wanted from him. So you can't critique it in a way, but I think if he's a sensible enough player, he'll understand that he needs to build his way back up again. And maybe in time, maybe one of the other players might have a slight dip in form, but he'll need to be ready to go when Pep calls on him.
Well, Nick said he's better on the right. All right. Is he? We've said he's better on the left.
It's a small sample size on the left, but when he's done it, it's been brilliant.
But he's told Pep he now wants to right. The fans are all craving him on the left. Pep's now put him to the left, and he now wants to go back to the right. I can't make any tail on this with Savinho anymore.
You see, you just said he was poor tonight, but me and Pat think he's quiet. Now, I think poor versus quiet are 2 different things. Poor, he was involved and he did shit. But quiet, he wasn't involved, but he wasn't shit.
That's fair. Do you think he could have got more involved, though? Or do you not think he could have tried to get more
I just think that's harsh. I think that's harsh. Like, we all know once we get in certain situations, the last 15, 20 minutes, it's more about us passing the ball around, not exerting so much effort, so much energy. And all he's really, that's all he's not going to attack the players at that moment in the game. It's about him getting on the pitch, getting his fitness. Like Pat said, we want you putting your head down and getting to work. Cancel out all this noise around you. And when your moment comes, we need you to produce for us and come up big for us. And that's what I'm looking for this season.
You see,
Rajak makes a point. He said the game was killed off when Savio came on. So you can't expect him to be like, why aren't you putting balls in to make it 4-5-0? It's just like the game was pretty much.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah. No, the game. I'm just saying in that situation, the game was dead. And in the same way that the Derby too, by the time he came on, the game was dead as well. So.
You see with the Savio situation,
baby steps. Sooner or later, there'll come an opportunity where he needs to step up, or he'll be asked to step up. Whether it's like an example, it could be we may have a real, not poor performance, but it might be a bit of a stalemate against Burnley next weekend, and he may need to come on and perform in those last 25 minutes, 30 minutes, or something like that. So it's not something that we can sort of prepare for. It's just sort of we'll just have to wait and see what the rest of these fixtures over the coming weeks will bring.
Yeah, I agree with
and
this
if there's
as
an
well.
opportunity for him to step up, then
Yeah.
we got to be ready for it. It's up to him. It's up to him to
Well,
be
I do
ready for
agree
that
with
as
this
well.
part. I don't think he's match fit yet.
Yeah, that's a factor as well. That's probably a
You
factor
see,
too. Yeah.
The Savio situation, if you look at it, let's compare Savio's second season to Doku's second season. Doku
Yeah.
didn't have all that noise in the summer going on, whereas Savio's had that noise from Tottenham.
Yeah.
And who was Doku's competitor? Because Oscar Bob wasn't on the scene then. It was mainly
No, he
Jack
was
Grealish,
injured.
wasn't it?
That's fair.
Who was
He
his
was
rival?
injured.
I think Oscar Bob being out injured all last season as well too meant that
Yeah.
didn't really matter what Doku or Savio did. There was a chance they were going to start every game anyway.
But the two
Just
different
with just the
situations,
limited options, yeah.
Comparison.
Now the real test for Savio is you've got people competing for your spots now. So now you've got to step your game up. So
Yeah,
now
I do agree with
it's a test of character more than anything. It's going to be a test of character.
The one thing I did want to admit tonight was, and this is where I do give Pep credit and the players credit of the bench. I'm not that bothered. I know the bench, but we had 2 goalies on it again tonight. We only had 2 for, so we only had 10 players out of possible 12. 12. 2 of them were goalies, and then you got Mifuni and Mikasa on the bench. Now, you got to remember, this is us doing this with no Mamouche, no Churka, no Rain Ain't Nora, no John Stones. There are still massive players that have yet to come back into this.
Kovacic.
No Kovacic, thank you. I knew there was one I was missing.
Well, I wouldn't say he was on the bench, but he was sitting behind the bench. If you saw after the game, he was there.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, so hopefully he's not too far away.
It always worries me though when I see 2 goalies on a bench. I always think, Jesus, 2 goalies.
And Kova's a big character. He's got the experience.
Well, let's be honest, Martin. There should be 3 goalkeepers on that bench. I'd love to see your reaction to that.
I don't know where Ortega's gone. I don't know what Ortega's doing anymore. That guy's beating to his own drum right now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's got a shift at Bolton in a couple of weeks.
But the trouble is, he's getting offers. He's turning down wage increases as well.
Does he generally think there's a spot here for him?
I got taught, again, I will always use the word reporter because I always get, this is part of the reason I do get shit. I do think, he wants to go, I was told he wants to go to a particular level of club because it gives him the opportunity to, he still thinks he's got a shot at Germany's number 1. Which is fine. I hate that. That's, I'm all for aspirations and dreams and everything else and trying to get the best. Yeah, and I get that. But the trouble is, he's only got 2 options now. He's got Turkey and he's got Saudi. Now, the Turkish league shuts, I believe, 2 days, something like that. Now, is there and did Galatasaray buy a goalie, by the way? Did Galatasaray buy a goalie? Does anyone know?
I don't think so.
I thought the window closed a week ago.
Has that closed now?
Yeah, Turkey's closed. I think Turkey's closed. Yeah.
Right.
Saudi.
So what? He's not.
But what gain do you get from Saudi? Saudi's a nothing league.
I don't know what he does now. Ortega, I'm sat there going, I don't know what your plan is, mate, anymore.
Hold up.
I don't know if you know, Dash. I don't know what the guy's plan is anymore.
Hold up.
He's genuinely turned down moves.
Yeah.
Was there nothing available in the Bundesliga for him in his homeland?
I think that's where he wanted. He had offers from the Championship, and he didn't want to do that. See, he doesn't want a Leicester.
Well, he's good enough.
We all know he's
Bundesliga Championship.
Yeah. He's just not cut out for the A-League.
Knowing how. By the way, does Ortega think he's got a shot back at number 2 when Trafford leaves in Jan? We don't know. Suppose that's something we'll have to look at. Worries me we've had 0 Mamouche injury news. Pep said 6-7 weeks. I know Turkey's now starting to do some light training, which is good. Turkey's like training again. So, if I was Turkey right now, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'd be watching and having conversations with Phil Foden.
You don't have
That's
them
who
both on
Turkey's
the
going to fight with. But that's who's going to fight with Briggs. If for his competition, he's going to fight with Foden.
And one's going to be excluded to the wing, which is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing with Turkey, he's still young. He's what? He's 20. How old is he? 20, 21?
20, 21, yeah.
20.
I mean, he's still a young lad.
But at least he's a bit more versatile than Foden. He's had that wing experience.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because we're not really playing with a natural 10 anymore, are we? We're playing with more an advanced 8 with the way Foden's playing at the moment. It's not really a 10 sort of role. I want to end, before we come to Arsenal, we will end on Arsenal. What was I going to say tonight? Pat, I don't know if you spotted it. KDB, 20 minutes, said goodbye. There was a couple of, I got told before the game he looked sheepish. Do you think he did? He didn't lead it. It looked like he felt awkward leading that stage.
Yeah. It something didn't quite feel right with him, like almost like as if he wanted his farewell last season to be the last time he was going to set foot in that stadium.
Yeah,
unless it was like a testimonial or he came back from some charity match.
Yeah,
in a few
I
years
don't
or
think.
something.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting to be back so good.
He probably, I reckon when the draw came out, it just seemed that thing where, you know, when the draw came out, he probably he felt uneasy about it. Like just my luck here. I'm already back at where I made my career basically.
It's his first return.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you look at when. Yeah, but if you look at how Jose Mourinho's going back to Chelsea now with Benfica, I bet he's bored of it because he's there every other couple of seasons. But for De Bruyne, it's emotional since it's his first time. And obviously, didn't expect it so soon.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Right, let's finish on Arsenal. I'm going to be honest. I'm not changing the team for the Emirates. I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Which I know
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if they're match fit, match ready, and or maybe not match fit, match ready, but can at least put in a good contribution for a significant amount of minutes, then keep it going. And then most of those players are going to get a week's rest because they won't start against Huddersfield.
Mm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's all I say.
No, I mean, I'd play Bob McCass. See, I don't even will I? mean, with injuries at the moment, he probably will. But I'm looking at Mafuni, Mikasa, Bob, Nunez, Rico Lewis, Huddersfield.
Well, the question is, Martin, does the academy have any? Are they playing midweek next week? Because then, if they're not, then a lot of that academy is going to.
They're playing on Tuesday at Bolton.
Jeez, okay.
Just 24 hours before Huddersfield.
I genuinely don't believe he's going to go with this. Calvin Phillips.
So the question should be. So the question then should be: is that after Bolton, whoever doesn't play is probably going to be a chance of being in the squad?
Yeah, he moved to Huddersfield.
Yeah. I'm going to call it right now. Calvin Phillips will be in the squad for Huddersfield.
Could he play right back?
Jesus.
Might as well.
True. But for Arsenal, though,
it's a good chance. It's a good chance to just try some, hybrid football. Who knows?
I'm telling you, Calvin Phillips will play at Huddersfield. Watch.
For Arsenal, I'll be real with you. Patrick.
Don't you say Calvin Phillips for Arsenal? Don't say that one.
No, I don't want to spend £30 watching Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, don't say Calvin Phillips is rolling out at the Emirates.
You've got to remember something, Martin. What was that scoreline last season? If Calvin Phillips was there, it'd be 10-1.
Jesus.
But that's right. Don't fix what's not broke. As long as we don't turn out for a 5-1. And I'm going to be real. Let's be fair. If we do lose it, we lose it. It's not a crisis. It's one game. And we've still got 33 more to go.
Don't do that, Tariq. Don't say play centre back.
I know, Tariq. I was there. I saw him play centre. Yeah,
Giving him ideas.
he was playing. He was playing almost like a quarterback role in the Chelsea game. He was just playing from out the back, I think, with Gavardio on that, and he was just pinging like 40-yard passes and long balls out to Doku and Savio just all the
That's
time.
enough of that shit. We're moving on from that. No, pal, we're not giving them the ideas.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips are
We're
right
not
back.
doing
I'm calling it. Calvin Phillips are right back at the John Smith midweek.
As
Elliot,
long
I
as
know
it's
you back.
Huddersfield and not Arsenal.
Yeah.
Ed, Elliot, either of you, would any of you change anything for the Emirates?
For me, I wouldn't. I mean, like you guys said, like I think this team that we put out, there's this sense of camaraderie. There's a sense of we want to prove people wrong, and I know a lot of people are talking about Bernardo, but with the team that we have right now, he just gives you that little edge. He gives you that little fight, and and a lot of times, if you guys don't notice, he's the one that's going to get the ball and bringing it up when we do play out from the back. So I think he's also an experienced player that can, if something does go wrong against Arsenal, he can guys, let's just calm down. Let's get back to what we're doing. And I think you need players like they're out on the pitch, especially at this current moment that we're going through.
Why is Erling Haaland doing stuff in now a quick feast? And why is he
He's on his Snapchat. It's on his Snapchat.
Mark, we're paying him $500K a week. He's got to do some ads for us.
I don't need to see him in his
But once I go,
PJs.
guys, it's media.
Martin, that's how you win the Ballon d'Or. That's how you win the Ballon d'Or, Martin.
He's going to post a video in a few minutes, walk around the family stand saying, like, who in their right mind would sit here?
So Erling Haaland's doing tours of the South Stand, and then he's going home to have some meat and potato pie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you
Very
how to do it.
questionable pajamas.
Martin, can you send him a message and say, how about taking your clipboard out to the car park and doing some work there, because it needs an upgrade.
I'm
especially the blue zone. Blue zone needs an upgrade.
Elliot's got a pair of pajamas like that.
I don't think they're pajamas.
What are they then?
I think they're clothes.
Piss off. No one wears them in real life.
All right.
Would you wear that?
Doesn't Daps wear an ensemble like that every away day in Europe?
Yeah, but that's...
You don't know what Daps wears in Europe.
Have you seen Daps? Daps' fashion is very questionable. Quote me on that.
Exactly. Especially in Europe.
The man wears bright yellow hoodies and everything, doesn't he?
Canary yellow Burberry tracksuit. And
as I might tell him,
I might tell him when we go to Europe, I'll say, let's do a costume, and I'll say, go bananas.
Yeah.
Right, Elliot, would you change anything for the Emirates?
No. The only one I would considered is probably Akeem for O'Reilly, but I think he's played all right, to be fair, so I'd probably go with him again.
O'Reilly in a minute.
Neither can I, man.
Well, hang on, is Saka playing? Because then that might change.
Yeah, because we love it. Nathan Ake knows how to handle it.
Nathan Ake loves a bit of Bakayo Saka.
Nathan Ake loves it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
yeah,
that's the only one I'd consider anyway, to be honest.
But
I'll probably end up making free changes. But to be fair, I'll probably end up making free changes now, to be fair, so...
No, he said he wants consistency now, so let's see.
Yeah, what he says and what he fucking does, two different things, Martin.
Well, if we have Calvin Phillips a right back, there will be some consistency. I just don't know what to...
Tell you, man, it'll be...
Are you having Calvin Phillips? Are you having Calvin Phillips for Huddersfield, Elliot? Are you on my trade?
Don't really give a shit, really, if I'm honest.
Oh, don't give a shit about the Carabao. You don't care.
Elliot.
What do you...
No, Elliot, I want the Carabao back, mate. It's been too long since we've had
What do you think Pep's going to care about Carabao Cup?
Yeah,
I do.
Elliot.
In what sense?
Elliot,
4,000 that was a care. We're all trotting over.
Go on, Ironman.
Oh, well,
right.
What shirt are you wearing for that one, Martin? Because then we're screwed, aren't we?
Come on.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips. If he plays against Huddersfield and he gets man of the match, I'll give you £20 worth of any beer you want or shots.
Cheers,
Just for
pal.
saying what you just said.
Well, to be honest, man, if the way I see it, yeah, you beat Huddersfield, and we get, let's just say we get, who's still in it? I don't know. Let's just say Everton, for argument's sake. He ain't going full strength for Everton on a Wednesday night if we've got a decent game on Saturday. It's just not going to happen.
We've got a decent game on Sunday.
No, I'm saying if we beat Huddersfield and then we drew Everton and then we had, I don't know, let's just say we had Liverpool on the Saturday or the Sunday and we had the Carabao Cup on the Wednesday, there's no way it's going strong. Which is what I'm saying to you, it's like doing it against Huddersfield and they're all ranked teams.
Yeah, we're relying a bit of luck of the draw, aren't we, mate?
Yeah. As soon as you start playing Premier League teams, or I'll give another example, someone like Leeds or someone along them lines, they'll probably go for it more.
Well, at this stage, I'd rather face Grimsby than face Liverpool.
Well, to be fair though, Pat, they keep doing results like though, don't they, man? So,
yep.
Well, look at Louis just there. Joe Hart said he thinks City are going to move forward now. So we'll see. We can only pick from the ones fit for the bench, right? Yeah, so Akia. Yeah, Nico G. Nico G's to be in the Akia. I'm not swapping them out for anyone.
What do you guys think about Nico G's cameo?
That did okay?
Yeah. No.
Oh. See, everyone says I've got an agenda. I'm not. Elliot's just giving up.
What do you think he's going to make it?
No, that wasn't the question. The question
I see what I mean.
was you said, no, the question was his cameo good? You didn't say,
Don't see my wild take. Don't see my wild take.
Go on. He'll be gone in January.
Nico G will be gone in January and we'll sign a player who plays in red very close very close by.
I know.
I'll copy Manu.
I'm saving that for another show because I know what they're trying to plan at the minute.
Telling you, man. Homegrown quarter as well.
And Elliot's come up with thoughts like that. What are we
I'm telling you, Harry. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, City have made a move for Kobe, but not made a move. They've told
shown
him.
interest.
Yeah,
an interest.
Yeah, but Harry, that interest has been there for 3 years.
Exactly, and I'm interested in Rita Aurora. Don't mean it's going to happen.
Sure, she appreciates that.
They will sell him. They will sell him with that amount of money.
Yeah, we need Amarin to stay in it to get him. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah, if Amarin's still in the job, I think they'd sell him because I don't think Amarin fancies him.
No, it'd be good to be fair under Pep as much as I hate him. Yeah, but I think he's.
It would have other suitors. That's the problem.
They what, man?
It would have other clubs interested in him. It wouldn't just be us.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's what City can offer in it, I suppose. And
he's not going to say no to Pep and don't have to move house and all that, is there?
It'd be good to be fair. It'd be Tevez gear, wouldn't it? To be fair, probably even worse because he's actually like an actual. He's actually like a United fan and all, isn't it? Why are you doing that, Martin? Do you know something, Martin?
He'd asked me, do I know anything?
Do you know something? I'm
not saying anything anymore. I get in trouble for it. Cobby in, don't care where he played before ball. 40 mil and a 5-star hygiene steak pie. Jesus. If Amarin gets some manager and Priority Manos needs, he probably won't move. We'll see. Right. Anyway, we'll leave it there. This is going to take you straight over to the Blue Boy Network. Not Blue Boy Network. What the frick am I saying?
Shades of Blue.
Shades of Blue, yeah. I always get mixed up between that and the Everton one. I do apologise, Tariq. Yeah, but this is going to take you over. We will be back now Sunday afternoon. I'm away for the weekend. I'm going to go and have a little R&R with the family on my...
Sunday afternoon? What about Sunday afternoon? We play Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, no, but we'll be back for post-match.
Oh, I thought you meant you're doing a show about games on or something.
No. We'll do a show after the game when I get back. I'm doing my annual jump to Blackpool.
You going, Martin?
No, I was going.
Oh, we'll win 3-0 then.
I was going, but I'm not now.
That's 3-0 then.
Martin, is Ed gone? Because I need to speak to him about our USA Australia match coming up next month.
Right, I'll get him to speak to you. There
Yep.
will be a space going to start in 15, 20 minutes. I'll get it set up. So
Fucking
we
hell,
will
man,
do a
come-
space.
Oh, it's time for Ham's
Elliot,
banter.
you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I've had a message. Why has Elliot got mentioned COVID mania? It was meant to be secretive.
I didn't know about coming in. I'll throw another one out there as well, yeah. Do you want to hear my bold take?
Oh, go on. Who's this other bold take?
James Trafford will not be at City come the end of the season.
I don't think he'll be at City come January.
Wow.
Well, he's going to
Brave.
leave, but he can't leave, can he?
He can go on loan.
What, in the middle of the season?
Yep. You can sign with two
Why the
clubs.
fuck would we? Why the fuck would
Elliot,
we do that?
in the same way,
Big
Leverkusen,
up,
we can
Leipzig.
ask for Leverkusen to bring back Echeverry in January.
Oh, don't talk about Messi man
Have you
today.
noticed me? Have no one noticed me? My weight loss is even getting going. I look
Yeah.
at no one noticing the lean.
Messi.
Come on.
Messi
2 weeks
today,
ago,
Pat.
that Brighton.
And did it go lean mean fighting machine going on? Oh, Ed's back. Right, you can have a chat. Anyway,
See you
right,
later.
smash those final few likes. We'll get a space going. Pull a bit half one. We'll get it going. Yeah, and we will see you all Sunday for post-match of Manchester City versus Arsenal. Big up Briggsy, big up Ed, big up ITK Elliot, and big up
There's only one ITK around here, mate, and that's you.
in the knob. Whoa, no, actually, no.
Oh,
Hey, I'll
geez.
join.
He's definitely
Hey,
not in the kitchen. He's definitely not in the kitchen.
Hey, Briggsy, are you there Sunday, yeah?
Yeah, I said comes King's Cross.
Yeah,
I'll get you a beer.
me and you can't join up
He
post-match
never
then, pal,
meets anyone, Elliot. He
because
does
we're
it
real
all that
fans.
and then doesn't meet
We're real fans in it, Briggsy, man, so we can't join up post-match and that's we'll be there.
Oh mate, I'll be joining it on the train home.
So, what are you doing on Tuesday, Elliot?
Modern Tuesday?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it Huddersfield Tuesday, no?
No. What are you doing Tuesday?
Oh my God, Bolton under 21s.
Are you going supporting the EDS, Elliot?
Nah, to be fair, they've got a contract pre-lined up, haven't they, with Dortmund already, so there's no point in going to watch them, is
Look
there?
at you there. Look at you there, fake fan. Don't want to go and...
How many of them players do you reckon will play at first team,
Martin?
Martin, how many of them players do you reckon will play at first team?
I think Buffon could have a chance.
Yeah.
Elliot, you going Monaco?
No, Mafuni
I don't
definitely. I
know.
think Mafuni definitely has a chance, Elliot. I think Mafuni definitely has a chance.
Dear Ed, yeah, really. I
Go
also
on,
thought Echemes had a chance, said, to be fair, when you're banging him in pre-season in club.
Yeah.
He will when he comes back, mate, from
He
Germany.
needs to get a chance at bloody the Leverkusen before he gets.
I'm guessing you're not aware of his impact today, then, Martin. Coming off the bench. Yeah.
Anyway, don't forget
See you
you
Monaco,
can cheer on City women tomorrow at 7:30. Women's Super League, City versus Tottenham. And then, obviously, we'll be back Sunday for the post-match, where it is the big one, 4:30 kickoff, Arsenal versus Manchester City. Yeah. But City make it 2 wins out of 2. So we've got 2 of the big 3 down. On to the third one. I will see you all at 1:30 on the space. Smash those likes. Road to 8K is on. We are 5 away from 7.5, and then we're 500 away from the big 8K. And then by the end of the season, want to try and get to that 10K mark. Yeah. Anyway, big up, Paul. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, up the Blues. Big up.